I want to thank you for the invitation. It's a great honor to present in such an audience and for such a noble cause. So, I'm gonna show you a a short video about Try Engineering, which is a product that my committee is responsible for, and it kind of shows our mission and why we're doing all those stuff, and then I'll get back to you.
When I grow up, I would like to be an engineer because I've been wanting to make things that would be helpful. And when I grow up, I think I can make things that would be helpful for people.
Who can be an engineer?
Anyone. Ready?
Yes, we made it. We made it. We made it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I feel engaged and interested in what's trouble that happened left, and think I'm really ready.
Okay, so as you've seen, probably you saw some familiar faces because there were actual pictures from events all around the world. So as you probably seen, Pre-University Education Coordination Committee is doing that because we strongly believe that engaging students into engineering will make them a better version of themselves. B will make them probably, if they become engineers, a part of a team that will change the world in the future. And C, they will probably have an elevated quality of life for themselves, with more happy life, more creative, and even with better wages. And like addressing that to underrepresented groups, it's kind of humanitarian, isn't it? So wanting a better world and helping students to become a better version of themselves is, for us, is humanitarian. I'm trying to go to the next slide. All right. So according to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, our goal 4 is quality education, or ensuring inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. And I would like to tell you how we in pre-university education believe that we are aligned with this goal. First of all, by motivating students to become engineers, we believe that through this process they earn something that's really significant for having lifelong learning and quality education, which is learn how to learn how to become a better person, learn how to improve yourself. And how do we do that? In all our resources, our lesson plans, I'll go through a list of products and services that we offer to teachers and STEM enthusiasts all around the world. But all of them are focusing on one specific procedure, which is called engineering design process. Um, and I would like you to watch this video to understand what the engineering design process is, and I'll let you know afterwards why this process makes make engineers a better version of themselves. Yep, thank you.
How do engineers come up with all the cool stuff we use every day? It's probably no surprise that they use a process, the engineering design process. The engineering design process is a series of steps that engineers use to guide the development of products and processes that improve our lives. This process is iterative, meaning they'll cycle through it multiple times, and failure is part of it. It's called productive failure, meaning engineers test, fail, and design over and over until they find the best possible solution. Engineers learn from failure and apply what they learn to their redesigns. Along the way, engineers document their design iterations, keep sketches of their ideas, and record measurements and calculations to keep track of each design. And they're always aware that there can be multiple solutions. Here's the engineering design process step by step. Step 1. Identify the problem. Your team must first understand the problem and why it's important to develop a solution. Identifying the criteria in the design challenge and considering any constraints is key to a successful solution. Step 2. Research the problem. Next, it's time to think about possible solutions and the needs of the people who'll be using the solutions. Research existing solutions and learn from experts who may be able to provide insight. Step 3. Develop possible solutions. Understanding that there may be many good solutions, brainstorm with your team. Not every solution has to be realistic at this point, so don't limit yourself. Use your imagination, be creative, and put every idea down. Step 4. Select the best possible solution. As a team, select the most promising solution that meets the criteria and constraints, and sketch your design. Step 5. Construct prototype. Design a prototype, a working model of your solution. You may need to design more than one if the prototype fails during testing. That's okay. With each prototype, learn from your failures and repeat earlier steps in the design process. Step 6. Test and evaluate solution. Test your prototype, collect and analyze data, and document your design strengths and weaknesses. Step 7. Redesign. Based on the results of your testing, make improvements and identify the changes you're making. The design process involves multiple iterations and redesigns. You'll likely test your solution, find new problems, make changes, and test new solutions before settling on a final design. Remember, communication within your team is important. It takes a team of engineers to solve problems. Every idea should be heard as you work together to develop the best solution. Finally, present your final solution to the class, demonstrating how you solved the problem. Share what you liked best about your solution, problems you encountered, and what you learned throughout the process. Celebrate the fact that you used the engineering design process to design a solution.
All right. So as you've seen, this process, first of all, is iterative, which means that it will go again and again. Students will go through it again and again and again. And what do they learn? They learn a lot of things, not technical stuff, but also they develop their soft skills, their habits of mind, as I will describe later on. They go through this process to create a product in order to solve a real-time problem, but also they work in teams. And I want to share my experience by having implemented those in many students. Working in teams to solve a problem and being creative immediately removes any discrimination and any whatever kind of bullying or whatever, because all they care about is being creative and solve the problem. They don't judge each other. They work together to solve a problem. And we believe that this is huge for pre-university students, because this way we build the foundation in on that the rest learning process will be based on. So pre-university students, by going through this process, they then can learn and be self-confident that they can do it, that they're not different, they have no differences with others around the world, that their income doesn't matter. All it matters is their will to learn. And you've seen it with in the first video with kids from by interviewing kids from very underrepresented groups in the United States that normally wouldn't have thought that they can become engineers. And all they were saying was everyone can be an engineer. And let me get into the details. The most important
How do engineers come up with all the cool stuff we use?
sorry. Okay. The most important skill that they develop is resilience to failure. They, by going through this process, they understand that failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of success. They have to fail again and again until they understand how to build their solution, a solution that works. Like Thomas Edison said, I didn't fail 1,000 times. I just figured out 1,000 things that don't work, right? So it's important for the students to be resilient in failure, not just in order to solve a problem, but in order to learn how to learn. This way, they will be learning in the rest of their life. But it's not just productive. Of course, they have to fail in a certain way to do that. What we call productive failure, which is they have to document what happened and they failed, so that they learn out of it and don't do the same mistakes again and again. Like I was in Philadelphia 3 months ago, and I went to the museum, and I saw the notes of the Wright brothers when they were creating the airplane. They failed so many times, but they were documenting everything until they made it. But it's not just productive failure. Going through that process, students develop some really important habits of mind. First of all, curiosity, open-mindedness, resilience, resourcefulness, collaboration, reflection, and ethical considerations. And by developing those habits of mind and being involved in the engineering design process, they also develop other skills like systems thinking, adapting, problem solving, creating problem solving, visualization, improving. They develop their communication skills. They understand how to work under pressure, how to work with limited resources, etc. And that will make them, really useful for society. This way, they will create a better world in the future. And that's why we believe that pre-university education is plays a big role in IEEE's mission, and of course, it is humanitarian, because they will make things that work, and they will make things that work better. Okay, I kind of describe those things, but it's not just that. In collaboration with the University of Chicago, we created what we call theory of action, which is guidelines on how to create a qualitative STEM outreach program so that it will have big chances to engage those students and make them better, make them to seek for a better version of themselves, and of course, for we're IEEE members, we're engineers, so that they will have a great chance of becoming engineers. So This is the graph that we created. So as you can see, if a program has gives the ability to the students to meet the STEM professionals, engage in hands-on activities, learn technical skills, see career pathways, learn non-technical skills, develop their soft skills, learn about an important issue. An important factor is ethics of technology, especially nowadays, and they solve real life problems. So this way they gain knowledge, and they will have a chance to change their beliefs, and then they can see themselves as being a change maker. It needs a lot of self-esteem to declare that I'm a change maker, as you can understand. But through this process, they do that. They understand the values of engineering and technology, etc., etc. And of course, we've created a video exactly about that. As you can see, the screenshot has the UN Sustainable Development Goals there. So, Floris, if you may click the
What
red
makes
button.
a good
Go.
IEEE pre-U STEM outreach program? To help answer that, IEEE's PreUniversity team developed a theory of action as a North Star. If we take a certain action, it will produce an expected result. If we engage in quality student STEM outreach, where students have the opportunity to meet STEM professionals, engage in hands-on challenges, learn technical skills, see career pathways, learn non-technical engineering habits of mind, learn about ethics of technology innovations, and participate in solving real problems, then students will change beliefs and gain knowledge. Ultimately, students will see themselves as a change maker who can improve the world through engineering and technology professions. Our theory of action also helped us develop a set of guiding design principles that can help you identify ways your program can have the biggest impact possible. Here are the design principles we developed. For each, ask if you're incorporating them into your program. If not, consider ways that you could. Design principle number 1. The program demonstrates how engineering and technology can make a difference. For example, the best programs show small and big examples of how technology positively impacts people and communities. Engage students in solving the UN Sustainable Development Goals. Highlight examples of engineers and technical professionals and how they're making a difference. Invite engineers and technical professionals to talk about the impacts of their work. Design principle number 2. The program targets populations underrepresented in both gender and ethnicity in the technical professions. For example, the best programs prioritize recruiting students who are underrepresented, partner with other organizations that serve underrepresented students, are designed to appeal to underrepresented students. Use outreach and recruiting materials that are designed to appeal to what interests underrepresented students. Make specific efforts to retain underrepresented students. Design principle number 3. The program has high-quality design and content. Because fostering student voice and choice increases student engagement and ownership in learning, the best programs give students choices in what they will learn, how they will share back what they've learned, and their learning partners and team. Students should also have opportunities to provide leadership during the program. The best programs also build warm and positive relationships with adults and peers. For example, these programs give students multiple opportunities to interact with adults and peers, have enough adults for the number of students, work in teams, and encourage collaboration on projects. Focus on students helping students. Use a student's name. Encourage social conversation. Make time for plenty of smiling, laughter, and enthusiasm. Set positive expectations. Encourage eye contact. Are delivered in a warm, calm voice. And always use respectful language. We hope this set of design principles can be a useful benchmark in evaluating your program. And we're always here to offer guidance and support. Reach us at www.ieee.org.
Okay, I hope it's really clear to you now what we believe is qualitative education, which will create the foundation for any for lifelong learning. These are the
What makes a
design.
good IEEE pre-U STEM outreach program? To help answer that,
Trying to get to the
IEEE's
next
PreUniversity
slide. Okay. And we're using those principles in all our products and services. And these are the tri-engineering products and services that we offer to support whoever um, um, feels that has the same noble cause as us. Um, First of all, we are targeting STEM volunteers and pre-university educators, partners, and we are creating an IEEE STEM community, just like SITE is. We have our own pre-university STEM outreach community. We're providing products and services for the volunteers, but also for the educators, like, for example, the Summer Institute, which is a summer camp for students uh, currently in the United States, but we are expanding. We may have 3 camps outside the United States this year. We've got the STEM grants, which where we provide funding to volunteers around the world to create and implement those STEM outreach programs. We've got the STEM champions, where we highlight the volunteers who are role models for their local society, and they conduct many STEM outreach events. Our flagship conference is the IEEE STEM Summit, which is usually held on in October. And Try Engineering Together is a mentorship program for which is directed to students in the United States. We also got training courses for you in ILN, IEEE Learning Network, where you can join and get the courses. The course one is Getting Started for STEM Outreach. The second course is about STEM pedagogy, where we discover more about educational methods, learning methods, etc. Course 3 is called Next Level, because it will get your program into the next level, let let you understand how to measure impact in more detail, etc. And course 4, in course 4 we present some useful digital tools in order to do that. So I've shared the link to this presentation, and so you all have access to those links. Our website is tryengineering.org. The link for the STEM Summit is the second one. The third one I would like to emphasize is the Classroom Visits. It's a platform where you can join as an IEEE volunteers, apply to become an engineer, and by the moment you become an engineer, you let teachers from all around the world request an appointment with you in order for you to virtually visit their classroom, where you can present about your career or any technical topic that the teacher might need help, assistance to present to their students. As you know, teachers don't have very high technical knowledge, so they might need support in order to present something that's very high level. For example, IoT, 5G, Wi-Fi, and that kind of stuff. You're all invited. All you need is your IEEE web account, and you can join. The fourth link is the link where you can apply to enroll our courses. They're in the ILN, IEEE Learning Network, in the volunteer domain, so it's not open for everybody. You need to apply, and we need to approve your application. Our YouTube channel, where you can find all those interesting videos, is the fifth link. The sixth is the link to our community. It's an item in your membership catalog. You can join. It's for free. and you will be notified first for our offerings, etc. And you will get a newsletter, and of course our social media. There are more. I didn't everything there because we've got like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and everything. I hope I was convincing enough that these things are really significant in order to create the foundation for quality education. And I hope that, because I know all of you are so good-hearted people that want to assist your colleagues and humanity in general. So if you want to join us and include those educational activities in your activities, we will be happy to assist you. So thank you so much for attending. Thank you for so much for inviting me.